Afternoon, everyone. Good evening, good morning, whenever time you are watching me. My name is Bolaji and I'm the founder of Interplay. I am here today to teach you social media management. I know most of us might be virtual assistants and we felt like, oh, I was given a role I do not know much about. So I'll just spend 30 minutes going through all this and then all guides will be sent to you for you to watch and develop or come up with something. So if you're a virtual assistant and you wonder how come you find yourself as social media management, there is one thing I want you to know. Virtual assistant tax does not, really is not limited, is unlimited. And it depends on what your client, might want from you. And social media is one of those, roles, or let me say those tasks that are unignored. Most most clients usually want their VA to do for them. So if you are a virtual assistant, then know that you need to know social media, not even only for your clients, but sometimes for yourself to also get clients. So if you are being assigned to a brand, the first thing I want you to know is that you need a marketing strategy for that brand. So if you're working with a brand, you need a strategy. So the first thing I will go to is to take you through what social media strategy is all about and how can you go about it working with a brand. So I'll be showing you a very complete full stack marketing strategy, but I'm going to skip all this because you are not into full marketing. You are not into digital marketing. You are into social media marketing. So I'm going to search for social media marketing here just for me to, to go through it. So now this is it. Social media strategy. So this is where we are going to start from. The first thing is you need to understand what the brand does. So that means you need to audit all profile that was given to you. And then after auditing is seeing what they do, what they post, and like what post goes best and what post does not do best. Then the next thing you have to look into is the audience that is the audience and the goals this brand wants you to achieve for them as a virtual assistant or as a social media. Because if you are a virtual assistant, there are results that your clients want you to give them, and you need to define this objective, these goals. What do they even want to achieve? What result do they want? Then who is their audience? Because you are working with someone and they are that person is a coach or is an executive and you are an executive assistant. So how can you help them make sales? Who are they selling to? Who are they targeting? So you can see now that as a virtual assistant, you need to know social media management because your client might need you to help them post on their social media or help them write content. So if you don't know how to do it, then how are you going to go about it? Then the next thing is you have to set pillars. Pillars means you have to set all the goals that were given to you. You need to name them as pillar one, pillar two, pillar three, pillar four, depending on the goals. So after that, you now propose a content format and posting plan. That means you need to look at what kind of posting format, what kind of format goes well with a post. I'm still going to take you through what content formats look like. Then engagement workflow. How should you engage? Who should you engage with? So that means you need to go and look for their audience, top creator, and all the stuff I taught you in the accountability. You need to go and look for it for that brand. Who are the top creators in their industry? Who are the mid creators? Who are the small creators? Because you need to mix it out. Who are their clients? You need to mix it so that when you mix with these people, you get more engagement and you move the account forward. Then the next thing is you need to set KPIs and reporting formats. You need to set what am I going to achieve in 1 week? Am I achieving it? And you need to be reporting this. And that is why you have your report. You need to report this every week. What is the challenges? Were you able to solve it? And were you able to achieve your KPIs? So how do you draft a content strategy? So before you post anything on social media, you need to draft a content strategy after knowing all these things I have mentioned. So now you need to understand the brand first, like I said. So collect brand details, mission, vision, tone, value. Define the target audience. Who are you talking to? pinpoint positioning. What makes this brand stand out? Because it's really important that that solution that makes them stand out makes them even more different than every other brand, and that is your posting power. Then clarify business goals, awareness, lead, sales, community. What do they really want to achieve? So, for example, I was working with the Pro sometimes, and he wants to position himself as a CMO, teaching marketers how to think and act like a CMO. So, this give us a clarity tone, authoritative or relative. That means he has authority and he want to teach how to get authority. He want people to have, you know, to be an executive. He want them to take like a CMO. That means he needs to talk as a leader. So now audience, marketers and founders. So you need to set clear goals too. Is it awareness that they want to reach more people, or authority? They want thought leadership and storytelling. They want people to trust them as top creators. They want people to trust them as authority in their industry. Then the third thing is engagement, community interaction, polls and live sessions. So do they want more engagement? Do they want more live session? People should come to their live session like us now that we usually have events at Interflare or any other brand, and they want more attendance or they want more interaction on their post. So it depends. What are the goals that the brand want to achieve? Their conversion, funnels, case studies, offer. Funnels means they want more people to fill their forms or to go to their website or to join their WhatsApp group and the likes. Case studies means they want more people to give evidence and review about their services. Then offer is what they sell. They want more people to buy what they sell. So now, example for Interflare, the content goal is to attract founders and partners while also building credibility for with intent. So that means we mix leadership posts for CEO. That means if you are going to be writing posts for us, you have to concentrate more on leadership and authority posts so that founders can trust us as as a top creator or top people in our industry, which is employment opportunity, hiring, and when it comes to management, business management, social media, website development, anything that's to do with business operations, and what will make businesses run smoother. That is what Interflare is known for, right? Then you also need to write guides, educational content, and storytelling for interns and pinpoint, posts for interns that can trust us that we can give them the experience they are looking for. So the next thing I also want you to know is pick core pillars. I told you that every content strategy needs three to five repeating pillars so audience can know what to expect. So when I was saying pillars, those goals, we need to look at it. These goals now, what particular post goes with it? So your content pillars could be educational, it could be authority, it could be engagement, it could be community, it could be conversion. So you can see now that if you want to write tips, tutorials, and insights, that means we want to position ourselves as experts in what we do to give people experience. Then we'll write educational posts. An example of educational posts are tips, tutorials, and insights. Now, authority posts, we are working with founders. That is our goals. We want to work with founders. That is why we have authority content pillars. That means we'll be posting leadership posts, how leaders can solve their problem and the likes. So we have case study, result, and behind scene just to give us authority. So that means your post can be that kind of. So all these things that you see here are examples of posts that you can write. So now engagement. So post, question and answer, storytelling, community. Now, the reason why we have community content pillar is because we want more people to join our WhatsApp and to join our internship. And that is the content pillar, which is community, intern spotlight, client highlights, reviews and stuff, conversion. So these are our content pillar, and these are what will be based on type of content we write. Will be educational content, authoritative content, engagement content, community content, and conversion content. So that means all these things, by the time we put it together, they would have already, meet all the goals that we are supposed to meet. Which are these goals? Which are these goals? So if you look at it, you see that these content pillar looks like the goals we want to achieve. Then the next thing you need to look at is what platform were you giving in your internship? Were you giving Facebook? Were you giving LinkedIn? Were you giving Instagram? Or were you giving blog or email? Because it's quite different. If you are giving any platform, you need to understand that there are different content that works with each platform. So if you look at it now, you will see that we have different platform here. So just choose this platform, choose this platform. We have Facebook too. Facebook too has to do with storytelling, storytelling and leadership posts. And sometimes you can post motivational posts. to attract audience. So that means go and check the platform that you were given and you concentrate on that. So that means you are giving LinkedIn. You're not likely to write thought leadership posts, guides that would help interns, tip, and all these things too. We don't just write it. We are still going there on how you write better content that people are really looking for, not just any content. So that's it. So just choose the platform. If you are giving Instagram, you know that you are going to be doing a lot of videos. Yes, we will teach you how to do videos behind the scene and visuals. If you are giving a blog post writer, then understand that you write long form SEO content, which we already have videos for you on how you can write blog posts too. So now design content funnel. What do you really want, people to, what actions do you want them to take? A strategy isn't just posting, it's guiding people step by step. So after they do something, what do they do next? So top of the funnel is awareness, storytelling, general insights, views. The middle of the funnel is engagement, question and answer, framework, and case study. Then bottom of the funnel is now conversion, workshop, and client story. So now if you want people to know more about us, it is awareness, and this is called top of funnel content, because this time around you don't want them to take any action. You just want them to know about you. And when you want them to know about you, you write storytelling, you write story, you write general insights, you make reels. So this one does not really have that kind of, does not really have anything to do than to follow and repost. And this is what is called top of funnel. You are trying to build your audience first before you move them to the middle of the funnel. So middle of the funnel means engagement. That means you want them to comment and like your post. So if you are going to be writing all these things, then you need to write case studies. This shows the real story behind your brand, frameworks that they can use, and also question and answer that they will respond to. So this one is middle of the funnel. That means you already have audience and now you're trying to engage them. Then the next thing you will do is bottom of the funnel. This is now the content that you will write that has to do with telling them to register for our internship and the like. So that means in a week you can have top of the funnel content, you can have middle of the funnel content, and you can have bottom of the funnel content. So now top of the funnel for maybe on Monday you talk about story, you wrote post and everything, followers and repost. Then on Wednesday you ask question and answer. Okay, what's going on now in your learning phase now? Most people when they are learning, you write a post that has to do with questions or that has to do with poll, they will respond to. So this one brings in more engagement. So on Friday you can just say if you're looking for the best place to intern and all stuff, you don't just write it that way, but the main point is you want people to come and register for the internship or to buy our accountability or to buy any of our products. So now, let's say for example, when I was working with Dripowell, the TOEFL was storytelling post, the MOFU was podcast and community, and MOFU was flagship blueprint, CMO blueprint. So now, what really matter is the reason why we are calling it top of the funnel is because this one is also like you having a step. How do you guide your audience through that step of buying your product? You cannot just come and tell them to come and buy your product. They need to see something before they will trust you. So the trust you will build is the tofu. Now, when they trust you and they come closer to you, the more reason why they will come closer to you is the more full, which is the content that you will write that will let them trust you more and want to buy from you. Now, the bofu now is the content that you will write that will let them buy what you are selling. So that means if you are starting online, you first start with awareness stage, which is the tofu, and then by the middle stage, you start drawing people more to you, which is the engagement stage. And this time around, it's not only that you'll be asking questions, but you will be throwing out posts that would trigger engagement. So when there is more engagement, that means your audience already likes you. Then the next content you will show for that month is bofu, which is content that will sell, what you are selling. So that means the tofu is building trust for you. The mofu bring them closer to you by engaging with you. And the bofu now is for you to sell because you have built the trust, you have built the audience and engagement. The next thing is to sell. So that is what bofu mean. A funnel is just like a step-by-step way of bringing the audience close to you where they did not know you before, but now you want to bring them. So like when I have a kid and I say, "Oh, hello, kid, how are you?" The kid will be like, "Okay, I don't know you." She will not respond. The second day, I will say, "Hello, kid, how are you?" She will respond. the third day, and I will say, "Oh, kid, I have a biscuit for you. Do you want?" Because she has been seeing me yesterday and she seen me day before yesterday. That trust today that, oh, this person really likes me. So when I give her biscuit, she takes it. So by the time I give her biscuit and she takes it, that means she trusts me and she's already engaging with me. She likes me. So now we'll share the biscuits, we eat the biscuits together, and I'll say, "Oh, how are you? How are you doing? How is mommy and daddy?" and all stuff like that. And she'll say, "Fine." So when she respond fine and she responded to me, and we started having conversation, that is engagement. That is middle of the funnel. That means I have done the top of the funnel by putting and drawing arcs. Let's not trust it instead of taking biscuits from me, which is the middle of the funnel. Now, by the bottom of the funnel, the next day when I see her, "Oh, hello, kid, how are you?" She already trusted me. We already have the biscuit sharing yesterday. We already played together and shared. And I'll just say, "Oh, I have a school. Will you mind coming to my school? Should I go and tell your daddy that you will come to my school?" And I'll go and tell her parents, "I have a school. Your child already likes me. We are already engaging. I already likes her. She likes me. Let her come to my school. I will teach her well." What did I do? I tried to sell my school. But when I saw the kid for the first time and I said, "Oh, hello, will you come to my school?" She wouldn't come. But I said, "Hello, how are you?" I was trying to be friendly. And being friendly shows that if she comes to my school, I'll be friendly to her. So that is the awareness thing. Trying to let people know what the company does, making it friendly for people to trust you enough. And after trusting you, and then, the bottom of the funnel is now me telling her about my school. So the top of the funnel already told her that, oh, this person is friendly. And the second middle of the funnel, Mufu, already said that, oh, I know how to bring people together and the like. So they will really trust my school.